friends! Today's video is going to be the last collab of the month, and today's video is a collab with my dear friend Audra at home. Audra's great. I've been watching Audra's channel for a little less than a year. We share a lot of mutual friends. I think she's very cool. I really like her energy. I've been on her channel at least once. What? 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 My chat was telling me it was Audra! My chat was straight up telling me it was Audra. And one thing that Audra and I have in common is that she is a lover of music and she tends to like rock and metal. And I thought it would be really fun to do some Get Ready With Me's today where we talked about our favorite music of the year. Where are you at, Foundation? Here we go. Okay. So I've been making videos on my channel talking about music for a very long time. Usually I do my like top 10 favorite albums of the year, but truth be told, there was mostly a handful of records that I listened to nonstop this year, and I can't really pick 10. I know a lot of bands had to like postpone things and they had to like wait on releasing stuff because they couldn't tour to promote it. So it's been a weird year for music, but music has gotten me through 2020. First record we're going to talk about is my dear friends Oliver Elf Army. They put out a record this year, Oliver Elf Army Sends Their Thoughts and Prayers, and it's so good. They call themselves sinister pop, which I love so much. I mean, it's sinister. Like, it has like lots of minor chords and very kind of 90s kind of punk references, and I like them a whole lot. They're great people. Friends of mine. Probably my favorite song from that album is Corvette Summer, but Infinity is Okay is also lovely. That one's just not like a brand new song from that record. It was on another EP that was a little bit older, but Corvette Summer, Infinity is Okay. They have a lot of good songs. They have a song, there's a line where it's like, Nazi punks, fuck off, Nazi punks. Fuck off. And I love them. The record is actually in my record player, but this is the case. It's pink. And my friend Christine took these photos on the back. Black Nikes is also really good. You Are a Fucking Miracle, very good. Yeah, I know all the names on this. I love being able to like recognize all the names on the back of a record. Next, we have another local record, and this album came out right at the beginning of quarantine, because literally one of the last live shows I remember people having was the album release for this, and it is Bullies by Acid Tongue. Now, Acid Tongue I've been fans of for a while, a couple years, and they are great dudes. They also, the guys in that band also help run Freak Out Records, which is a local record label that puts on festivals, and it was the last festival that I went to last fall. But this record, Bullies, it's just very like retro, kind of throwback rock and roll. There's some like surf type references, just classic rock, lots of guitar. They're a great band, and their music videos are also very cool. This is this one. Also very nice album art. Probably my favorite track on this one. Well, Follow the Witch is wonderful. Walk Don't Run is also very good. Yeah, those are my favorites. Follow the Witch, Bullies, Walk Don't Run. Yep, I know many of the names here. If you like good old-fashioned, highly recommend Acid Tongue. They're very good. They've been posting, like last month when Freak Out Festival would have been happening, Freak Out's been posting a bunch of photos from last year's, and I was one of the official photographers for that festival, and there was just like a handful of my photos, and I'm just like, oh no. Let me blend in my concealer. I think I want to do like a periwinkle, like blue moment. Not sure why I'm feeling very blue, but that's what we're gonna go with today. It's been a long day. I had to go to the post office and then I had to go to the pharmacy. That shouldn't be a long day, but you know, sometimes in the year of our Lord 2020, that just feels like a long day. I'm gonna do my eyeshadow primer before I powder. I guess this look today will be what I would be wearing if I could go see live music. Ugh. I've been using these Midas brushes, the new Midas brushes that came out last month. Very much enjoy them. This one is the 1130 brush. I've been liking it for setting my under eyes and my face. Just, it's easy. Next, Danny Denial's album, Fuck Danny Denial. He called it Fuck Danny Denial. I'm not saying Fuck Danny Denial. This record, first of all, I love the album art. I've talked about it on my channel before, but this album came out, what, in the summertime, I think? Yeah, around the summertime. Very, like, grungy, kind of angsty, punky, the best kind of angry that I needed this summer. Probably my favorite tracks on here. I love Am I Cool Enough for Your Love, I'm Not Your Type, Conditioner. He's fantastic. He's highly underrated in this city, and I definitely think you should check out his music. There's so many music videos too. The dude makes music videos for everything. Like, he's fucking multi-talented as hell. So definitely check out Danny's album. I'm gonna take this baby blue that I have for my Lethal palette that I love while I start talking about the next album. Next up, we have The Shadow by Naked Giants. Now, I have been fans of Naked Giants since I saw them for the first time like 4 years ago. Those dudes have been on a trajectory that is so admirable, and I'm so proud of them every time they release new music because they're so young and they're just making great songs. Like, this album was such a, I wouldn't say a departure from their first one, but it was way more grown up, and it was obvious that they had like absorbed some other interests and absorbed some other like influences, and this album is just fantastic. Like, it's so good. Like, it came out just the right time during quarantine because they played at Freak Out Festival last fall, and they really knocked it out of the park with this album. And I'd heard some of the songs before it came out, but then when the record came out, I got kind of like sad about the idea of not being able to see them play them live for a while, which has just been like kind of a constant feeling the rest of this year. And I'm like, oh, well, new song, won't be able to see that live for a while. Like, my friends in this band, Fucked and Bound, that makes like thrash metal, I was like,
first order of business when quarantine is over and live music can be a thing again, thrash around with Fucked and Bound.
I just want to go to a loud show and thrash around with other humans. Is that too much to ask? Like, probably my favorite song on this record. Oh, there's so many good ones. Walk of Doom is good. High School, Don't Like Them is also good. Goddamn What I Am. Take a Chance is also good. Television is a song they've been playing live for a long time, so I'm really glad they finally put it on a record. Probably a song that was so out of left field, and one that, like, I literally got emotional listening to it. Like, so fucking good is the song called Turns Blue. Maybe that's why I'm putting blue eyeshadow on today. Turns Blue is so throwback, like 80s. Oh my god, so good. Holy crap. I listened to that song specifically. I'm taking this darker blue now. Listen to that song specifically so many times. Like, so many times, because I was obsessed with it when they released the video for it. It was just giving me The Cure. It was giving me Joy Division. It was giving me 80s new wave punk rock. Ugh, love them so much. They're a great band, and I feel like I've talked about them probably over a dozen times on my channel, but god damn it, they deserve it. They're doing cool things. They went on tour with Car Seat Headrest a couple years ago. And I just love them. I just love them. They're some of the nicest boys. Okay, blue eyeshadow. All right, what we're doing today. Now, let's do a little bit of sparkle on the eye. Well, we talk about an album that I actually don't have in person, because I actually haven't bought it in person. There's two albums that I don't own yet that I need to actually purchase. First being The Punisher from Phoebe Bridgers. Phoebe Bridgers, I have been a fan of probably like 3 years now, 3 or 4. I saw her play at Sasquatch in 2018, and she's amazing. She's fantastic. I need to see her live again. Holy shit. She just released a cover of Iris with Maggie Rogers by the Goo Goo Dolls. Like, oh my god, I love her so much. I always liked her music before this year, but I was just getting into like the louder stuff and like the harder stuff. So her older stuff wasn't as my speed. Like, I love Motion Sickness. Like, Motion Sickness is a fantastic track that will always be just a banger. The fact that she like took down Ryan Adams with like one song where it was like, when you met me, you were bored, you were in a band when I was born. Like, just A+ takedown. Like, I've always been a fan of Phoebe, but the record she put out this year, Punisher, oh my god, it's so good. Like, Scott Street is wonderful, Kyoto is good, but I Know the End is literally a perfect piece of music for 2020. Holy crap. I also got emotional in it, listening to it multiple times, watching the music video, listening to the song over and over again. Like, the music video is also perfect for it. The song is just cathartic as hell. Literally the end of the song is just her screaming, and I'm just like, I need to see this music live. I need to scream along with Phoebe Bridgers. I love her social media presence. I think she's very funny, and I don't know. Phoebe's awesome. This blue eyeshadow. Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna use this sparkle from the Clyro palette. I love this particular sparkle shade because there's like no base shade to it. It's just sparkle. Next album that I do not have with me is Visions of Bodies Being Burned by Clipping. I've talked a lot about Clipping recently in the last several months, and I'm glad that I found them when I did, because their music was literally the best music for the time. They make industrial, like, hardcore hip-hop. Oh my god, so good. So good. Davi Diggs is a fantastic front person. He has a great voice. Music is also cool. It's all very, like, horror-themed. So I'm a huge fan, and oh my god, I'm so glad that I found them this year because they're amazing. They're so good. I'm gonna use the Noon palette from Midas today. I have the Noon one, which is like slightly darker than the Dawn palette. Ooh, yes, contour. Love this. Just a little darker, so I actually sometimes prefer a darker contour than what was in the Dawn palette. If you're any lighter than me, the Dawn palette is perfect for you. I like a slightly darker contour, at least just for on camera. And that's pretty much the only place I'm wearing makeup lately, so, you know, I like this one. And I like that the blush in here is also slightly like satiny, kind of shimmery. But Clipping, oh my god, they came out, there's like several singles from this record. Say the Name, Nev Campbell, or 96 Nev Campbell. This album was like the second half of their like horror themed album duo thing, because they put one out last year and this year, and I'm just like a big fan. Industrial hardcore hip hop was the perfect soundtrack to this summer. Literally perfect. I'm so happy. Like literally all I was listening to this summer was Clipping, one of the next bands I'm going to tell you about, and then like anime theme songs. Just like fucking Japanese rock. Like that's literally all I was listening to this summer. And then like Biffy Clyro. Yeah, oh my god. Oh yeah, Biffy Clyro. I forgot to mention them. Biffy Clyro's record, A Celebration of Endings, came out this year as well, and I've been loving it. It's so good. Incident History, super good. End Of is so good. Like I listened to the record through several times, like on the day it came out. I'm glad that I found them when I did, because they're really good, and I love Scottish rock, and I like watching their music videos because they're all very attractive men. So Biffy Clyro's Celebration of Endings, also fantastic. Aptly named for this year. Am I wrong? I am a fan now, and I need to see them at a festival in Scotland. Oh my god. Next we have, an album that I was so excited about. Oh my god. Impossible Weight from Deep Sea Diver. I love Deep Sea Diver. When the first single from this album came out, Lights Out, I listened to that song. If I was listening to it on a tape, I would have broken the damn tape because I listened to it dozens of times. Like if you look at the number of views on that video, on the audio lyric video, I probably was like a good 100 of them. I love this album. It's been a long time since Deep Sea Diver put out a new record, so I was very excited, and I'm a fan of Jessica's songwriting. I'm a fan of her guitar. Like Jessica is one of my favorite guitarists. Like, oh my god, she's so good. They did really cool stuff for the release. They had like a thing where you could basically pay it forward and pay for somebody else's record, because Bandcamp is just like highly supportive of musicians. Love Bandcamp. But Deep Sea Diver made it so that if you wanted just to like pay for 2 records, and other people could like essentially like put their name in a hat of like, I would like to receive a pay it forward record, and they would just be on a waiting list. And I just like bought a record for somebody else. It was like buying a present for someone else who couldn't afford to buy music right now, which is a really cool gesture, and something that I think more bands, like I would support more bands doing it. I think it's really cool, because a lot of times people don't want to use Spotify. They want to help. Like they want to support the bands more than just streaming it. So I was just very excited about that album, and it's so good. Lights Out is amazing, but also Eyes Are Red, Don't Be Afraid. Impossible Weight is also good. Shattering the Hourglass. Ooh, good stuff, good stuff. Run Away With Me, Switchblade. It's all just fantastic. And if you like like melodic indie rock where there's like kind of like dissonant guitar lines. God, it's hard to describe their music because it's indie rock and very melodic, like just a lot of melodies, a lot of guitar, very guitar forward. I'm just a huge fan. I'm a huge fan and I love them. So I'm using the blush now from this palette. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, there's like a gold kind of like shift to it. Ooh, this is a fun kind of sheen. Now down to my 2 favorite records of the year. First and foremost being Run the Jewels 4. This album came out again at literally the perfect time. They released the actual songs like 2 or 3 months before the actual record was supposed to come out because they were still like printing albums. The best kind of like angry energy that people needed at the time. Run the Jewels just did a track collaborating with Cyberpunk 2077, which is also a very cool song. Like they do collabs for things so often and it's always like super cool stuff. The music video was directed by Mike Diva. Oh my god, so good. So good. And like it's bright pink. The records themselves are bright pink. Ugh, love them. Men after my own heart. This is actually all physical too. Someone like made that from, like they built that and constructed it from scratch. From scratch. I was really looking forward to them touring with friggin' Rage Against the Machine, but that didn't happen, obviously. Still so sad about it. Mascara! Last but not least, the album that I was listening to nonstop at the beginning of quarantine. And that is The District's You Know I'm Not Going Anywhere. I don't know why they named the album that, but it was kind of perfect for the time. It's like, you know I'm not going anywhere? No, because I'm stuck at home. I've seen The District's play once before. They played at Sasquatch like 5 years ago, and I was a huge fan then, and I'm a huge fan now. And this album is literally so catchy. All of the songs are so good, and I like re-fell in love with them because of my friend Erin, who also shares a lot of tastes in music as me. She loves Foles and we are scientists, so we're kindred spirits. This album, it's indie rock, but they have a lot more like synth aspects, a lot more like dance stuff, and just music that you want to shake your butt to. And they were on tour at the beginning of quarantine. I was super sad about it. Their tour date in Seattle was like right as everything was starting to get canceled. So they canceled their Seattle tour date and I was super sad about it. But honestly, I was glad that it didn't take place. And then I just had to make the choice to stay home. And I'm glad that they just decided, no, we're just going to not even have it. But I really hope that when everything does open back up that they're able to come back, because they were really great live when I saw them 5 years ago. And the new songs are so damn good. And I'm just obsessed with it. Like, it's so good. Not only is the art cool, like, it's very summery for an album that came out in February, but the song that pushed this thing into my brain for weeks at a time is Cheap Regrets. And oh my Lanta, Cheap Regrets, literally probably my favorite song of the year. Like, it's so catchy, it builds so well. The beginning of the song, it's kind of a slow burn, and then the end of the song, the whole last minute of the song is literal pop perfection. And I was so sad that I didn't get to see them play after the record came out, but you know, it sucked for everyone at that point. So I desperately need to find my eyeliner sharpener. And also, by the time you see this, I will have gotten new glasses. So I'm gonna have 2 different pairs of glasses all throughout Vlogmas because I'm getting new glasses at the end of the month. So this I recorded on November 14th. I'm taking this ColourPop lipstick, Bikini Bottom. It's from the Sophia Nygaard collaboration. I hate when you get dry mouth and you have like that weird like white line on the inside of your lips. Stop it. So yeah, The Districts. You Know I'm Not Going Anywhere. This and Run the Jewels 4 were my favorite albums of the year. Like, by far. And it's a pretty good barometer of the kind of music I was listening to this year. Either scream away the pain or dance away the pain. That's pretty much been 2020. So, this is the final look. It's just like a very blue, heavy look. Yeah, here we go. There is no song of the day because you have a bunch of music to listen to. So much music to listen to. Go check it all out. Definitely go check out Audra's video. Seriously, go check out her video. She's fun and cool and speaks her mind and doesn't give a fuck and also likes horror movies. She's great. She's awesome. I hope you are enjoying Vlogmas. We're in the home stretch, truly. I'm glad it's almost over. I'm recording this 2 weeks before December starts, but I'm sure I will be glad it's almost over by the time this video is posted. Give this video a like if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new here and would like to see more of my content. I hope everybody's having a good one. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're staying safe, staying hydrated, wearing your mask. I will see you all in my next video tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.